I'm Max.
And I'm Sam.
And this is all new, all repurposed movies, actually. This one here. Which we are now going to be using as our opportunity to cast our reviewers' eyes over new releases, which is something we haven't really sort of done that much.
Not much at all, no.
And so this one we're going to be tying into last week's What I Just Unread, which was on the book of the Thursday Murder Club. So this will be on the new release, The Thursday Murder Club, which has just been dropped on Netflix. Well, last week. By the time you're watching this, the Amblin Entertainment production, directed by Chris Columbus.
Oh my god, I forgot it was Amblin.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Spoilers from the start. Yes, so this is starring Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley, Celia Imrie, David Tennant, Tom Ellis, did you say?
Tom Ellis, yes.
Tom Ellis. You've also got Richard E. Grant in there. There's also a bit of Jonathan Pryce, amongst many others.
A real smorgasbord of talent,
yes.
Really.
Daniel Mays, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Daniel Mays, yeah. Yes, so as I said, this dropped last week, and it seemed like a good one to launch this with. I'm going to stop pointing down here because it's starting to look inappropriate.
Keep pointing at his bits. I don't know why. I'm feeling scared now. Sorry, folks.
You get back in the barn!
I don't want the whip! I don't want the whip! I'm sorry, you started it.
Yes, I did. In all fairness. So, yeah. Well. Shall I start?
Yeah, you should, because once I start, it's going to be a pretty much constant stream.
Okay, this isn't the book.
No, it's not.
This is not the book in any way, shape or form. I must admit, when I saw that it had a 2-hour runtime, I thought, oh, okay, you might be able to do it in that. No, not at all. I would say if you were going to try and adapt the book, then a series, a limited episode series would do it.
Yeah, a mini-series would give it time to breathe.
Yes.
I think.
It suffers the thing that most sort of movie adaptations in particular of books suffers from. There are so many characters missing. In some respects and in some ways that's not a bad thing, because I always thought there was a few too many characters in the book. You know, people that were in there, while Osman was very clever to kind of hide up the fact that they are a bit of a MacGuffin, they're still in there for that. But so that wasn't so bad, but this is not the book. The story, when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it and what's actually going on, it's completely different, which is not to its benefit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's been chopped together quite badly. Now, obviously, I understand that certain things need to be changed, but there are certain factors in the book that really can't be changed, including things like the location of the graveyard. The graveyard in the book is very definitely halfway up a bloody hill. Not right in front of Cooper's Chase. Things like this. There's characters who own other parts of the land in the area that have quite a big part to play. There's a whole section of the book that takes one of the characters all the way to Cyprus.
Oh,
yeah. There's so much stuff.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That is not the film.
Yeah. There's a whole section.
That is not the film.
There's a whole section that kind of falls back to Cypriot organised crime.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But yes, some of the characters are very dumbed down in this. In particular, and it's the people who made it should really be ashamed. Yes, the character of Donna De Freitas in the book is a black police officer who's moved from the Met. But in this, they've reduced her to one of the worst examples of tokenism I've seen in a long time.
Oh, for goodness sake, she was carrying the tea! That's what the intern is for. That's what the dispatcher's for. Was it because she was black? Was it because she was a woman? I don't know, but there was obviously an implication there that was entirely unnecessary in 2025. I'm sorry, back to your originally scheduled programs.
Xadrum is more than just curious content on YouTube. We're also a small publishing house with books covering a range of genres from 1940s pulp adventure to children's novels and even a touch of the macabre for those who like their literature on the dark side. Our titles are available in both paperback and ebook formats. Ebooks are available on Amazon, but physical copies can only be bought exclusively through our website at Xadrum.com. Jeff's got enough cash as it is, so why not help us little guys grow and thrive? Links can be found in our banner and in the description to all of our videos, and we look forward to helping you indulge your itch for escapism. Yeah, I mean, also, again, that is something that is in the book, but even so, if you're going to change something, then change that. You know, some of the other characters as well, there are things, they do lose agency in this.
Oh, there's so many characters without agency in this story.
And a lot of the times it's to give Helen Mirren's character more agency.
Yeah, I mean, that...
Which
all right, am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah, of course you are, man.
Am I allowed to talk now? All right, okay. So, I mean, by the name, the Thursday Murder Club, you might gather that it's a group of people, an ensemble, solving these mysteries. And there are a group of people supposedly following the mystery, but the story's not about them. It's about Helen Mirren. It's basically about Helen Mirren. I don't know why they thought this was the way to go. And it's not that Helen Mirren is a bad actress or any of those things. Even her character is fine. But she does too much in the story. She never gives anybody else a moment to shine, and she's always 5 steps ahead of everyone else. She feels like she's James Bond in an old people's home. It's nonsensical. You're presenting us with an ensemble where the ensemble doesn't ensemble. Back to you, buddy.
And yes, that stands out even more in this. It is there in the book as well.
Oh, right, it was a thing in the book, was it?
Right. I did. So again, in my review, I think I did mention about that, is that she is very clearly the sleuth of the group. She's Osmond's kind of foil for Holmes, or, well... but Miss Marple or things like that. But I know she doesn't.
She's no more of a sleuth than any of the others. She just happens to be better connected. She has access to more information and more resources. That's what makes her better. It's not her intellect. It's not.
No, you're right. But that's how she's presented in the book. It's attempting at that, which again which I didn't buy in that either. As I said, I still overall enjoyed the book. If you want to see more about that, check out my review from last week. But I don't know what they were thinking of this. I really don't. The cast, the actual who
cast was amazing.
The who they've cast is perfect.
Oh, it's a who's who of interesting and talented people.
Yeah,
really talented people wasted on the screen.
Keep the cast. Just redo it again, as we said, as a mini-series, and this might actually work really well. And tell the story from the book.
You know, it would do really well with a bunch of unknowns. Like, if you didn't have the faces and you just had the characters, it would play so much better.
Yes, it would. Because then you're looking at the characters and you're not looking at the persona.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because we were looking at an ensemble, you know. Helen Mirren, you know, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley... On and on the list goes. It is an ensemble cast. Sorry, folks, I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I'm a bit agitated. They are largely wasted. They have brief moments of brilliance in a film that I will say right now is just straight up 25 minutes too long. Mm-hmm. I would cut it down 35 minutes if I could, make it really lean and fast.
Yes.
That would work really well. But this story is so pedestrian. It reaches a point of crescendo several times where you feel like you're getting somewhere. Do you remember when I went, aha! I care now.
Yeah.
I actually care now. And then it just died off. And it does that. It introduces something and it dies off. And it introduces something and it dies off. It is a very disappointing film.
I am very disappointed!
Because it denies you satisfaction.
There's certain scenes, this is quite cinematic, let's include this. But then let's cut away all the connective tissue that makes that scene make sense.
Mm. Yeah, there were a couple of times I was going, where did this come from? Who was talking about this? It happened a few times. I was genuinely confused where the information was coming from sometimes in this story.
Which again is the only thing that, because all of that backstory, all of that working out, would work in a series.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 3-4 episodes of this would work because of television. It's naturally a slower, not sedentary, but a more pedestrian pace.
Yes.
It's easier to follow, and you've got time to fill in all the extra information and all the finer details.
Which in itself would also play well for a story about a group of practically octogenarians.
Indeed. Yeah.
I mean, what was that show? There was a show a bit like that, wasn't there? Isn't it New Tricks? They were like retired coppers.
Yeah. I never watched it, but I think I remember being told about it. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be quite good, actually.
So I heard. I never watched it. But yeah, again, something like that with this would work.
Well, it's not the octogenarianism or the advanced age of the characters that is the problem. It's the nature of the plot. The characters are actually quite quick on the uptake, and they're quite quick to follow the details, but the plot deliberately slows down at multiple points to leave them pondering. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you get to this point where you feel like there's momentum, you feel like you know where the story's going, and then it just slows down. Slows down for like 10 minutes. And you get a bunch of stuff and you're not quite sure what any of it's supposed to mean. And to be honest, at the end of the movie, I still don't know what half of it was meant to mean.
For me, certainly, it doesn't bode well for if they decide to do any more, because there are currently 4 books in the series, with the 5th one due out this month, actually. So I'm interested to see how well this does. Obviously, it's too early to tell. I couldn't get any viewing numbers or anything like that.
Oh no, it's far too early for that. It'll take 2 or 3 weeks for that.
I hear it's doing quite well. I did see it does currently have a 6.7.
It's in the top 10, isn't it?
I think so, yes. And it does have a 6.7 on IMDB at the moment.
Does it? Oh, well, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but I do think that's a bit misplaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, and especially to anybody who's read the book, whether you liked it or not, we'll see that this is not the story that Richard Osman wrote. So, for me, for this one, for our first one, this is becoming a... Oh, have you got something more to say?
Oh, just...
Drop the gun.
Yeah, all right, okay, so... I'm not an expert on murder mysteries by any means, but I am a fan of Holmes, I'm a fan of Poirot, I'm a fan of Agatha Christie's creations in general, Miss Marple, things like that. I understand the genre. And this had all of the component elements. When you described it to me, I thought, oh, that's interesting. That could work out quite well. There could be a nice balance. It's not that. It's not balanced. For starters, as we said, Helen Mirren is the main character. But secondarily, there is too much of modern messaging in this film. The fact that the primary police character in this is relegated to being the tea lady in 2025 is a bit of a, excuse me, fucking joke. This shouldn't be on screen anymore. This is a joke. We don't do that. We are long past that. That was 1990s or 1980s. Mm-hmm. Maybe you could have got away with it then. But now, no. This is not the world we live in. What the hell are you guys thinking? There's too much of this crap and you need to stop. And now, I am done.
So, well, I'm hoping this doesn't become a trend. But this does get definitely. I don't care about it enough to give it 2, but but I'm giving it the 1. I'm sorry, I did not enjoy this. As I said, great cast. For that, you don't get 2, but the rest of it, I would have expected better, Senator.
You've got to do better, Senator.
As you can see, I couldn't even wait for my turn. 2 thumbs down. Despite the incredible cast, they didn't get anything truly decent out of any of them performance-wise. Excuse me, it's just not fucking worth your time.
And on that note, as always, look after yourselves and one another, and we'll see you soon.
As always, guys, TTFN.